Student, now we are on the backbone topic of the chapter, human reproduction. And this lecture or this topic will help you to learn 2 to 3 more questions of this chapter. So this is backbone topic, and the question is hormonal control of menstrual cycle. Student, in your basic class you have studied menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle has main 3 phases: follicular phase, luteal phase and menstrual phase. Menstrual cycle has these 3 phases. So how it occurs under the control of hormone, that I will explain you, student. This is the backbone topic of this chapter, hormonal control of menstrual cycle, and very important for your NEET medical course. So pay attention on this. Hormonal control of menstrual cycle, student. This is pituitary gland, brain. In brain, pituitary gland is there, and that secretes 2 hormones: follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Now these 2 hormones we have used in while studying the hormonal control of spermatogenesis also, and these 2 are commonly called gonadotropin because they control the secretion of gonads, testes as well as ovary. So in female, how they control, look on the board. This follicle stimulating hormone secreted by pituitary. What is the function of this? As the name suggests, follicle stimulating hormone. So it stimulates growth of Graafian follicle or ovarian follicle. It stimulates, maintains the growth of Graafian follicle. And when the Graafian follicle grows, after maturing, it secretes first female hormone, estrogen. First female hormone is what, student? Estrogen. It is also called, in medical term, it is called estradiol. Estradiol, estradiol hormone. Now, what is the function of this hormone? Female hormone, first female hormone, is it play important role in two important things. They bring about thickening of endometrium. Student, you know what is endometrium? Inner lining of uterine wall or uterus is endometrium. They bring about thickening of the endometrium. For what? For implantation. This occurs after menarche in female, thickening of endometrium. This is the first function of estrogen. And second function, student, it stimulates the ciliary movement of epithelial tissue in fallopian tube. You know, student, in fallopian tube is lined with ciliated epithelium. So when ciliary movement in the fallopian tube is stimulated, it conveys the ovum, fertilized ovum, toward the uterus. So these are the 2 functions of estrogen, isn't it? Now this is the function of, ultimately, follicle stimulating hormone does all these things. Now here there is one feedback mechanism, negative feedback mechanism. When FSH concentration is high, estrogen takes this message to the pituitary gland and tell to inhibit the secretion of follicle stimulating hormone. Now the function of LH hormone, that is the luteinizing hormone, starts. This area is called follicular phase. Now the name of the second hormone, as you know, LH. LH stands for what, student? Luteinizing hormone. Something related to corpus luteum is going to occur here. Now this luteinizing hormone will stimulate the Graafian follicle for ovulation. Already you know what is ovulation: release of ovum after rupturing of the Graafian follicle. It brings about ovulation, luteinizing hormone, and the ovum is out now, and this remnant mass of the cell, whatever remains, after rupturing, that becomes a yellow ball of the cell called corpus luteum. Corpus means student body, luteum means yellow body. And now the last very important concluding step. Now this corpus luteum starts secreting the second female hormone also, that is your progesterone. Already it was secreting estrogen. Remember student, O comes first in alphabet and then P comes. O for estrogen and then P for progesterone. So don't be confused. First estrogen is secreted, then progesterone. Now what is the function of the progesterone? Listen carefully. It brings about further thickening of endometrium. It develops little bit more endometrium, further thickening of endometrium. It brings about further thickening of endometrium, and here the glandular cells of uterus become tortoise. Glandular cells in endometrium become tortoise. Tortoise means what, student? Tight, because they are filled with the secretion, isn't it? And this secretions is related to the nutritive fluid that nourishes the developing embryo. So progesterone's first function is further thickening of endometrium, isn't it? And second important function of progesterone is development of secondary sexual character. Secondary sexual character in female. In class 10th you have studied secondary sexual development of the secondary sexual character in females, isn't it? So all this is what? Hormonal control of menstrual cycle. Now in this I will tell you again all the three phases of menstrual cycle. Now this follicle stimulating hormone, this covers the follicular phase. This covers the follicular phase. We can label it as the first phase is follicular phase. And when luteinizing hormone starts acting, this phase is called where the corpus luteum develops. This is called luteal phase. Student, something is common in the spelling of luteinizing hormone and corpus luteum. So that is luteal phase, second phase of menstrual cycle, and third one is here. If ovum does not fertilize, if ovum is not fertilized, then ovum will degenerate and will come out from the vaginal orifice along with some dirty blood cells. Broken endometrium and this melted ovum will come out, and that third stage is called menstrual phase, and that is accompanied by menstrual flow. In that the unfertilized ovum degenerates, autolysis occurs, and endometrium cell breaks and comes out along with some dirty bloods. That is called bleeding phase or menstrual phase. Okay students, so these are in this, as I told you, this is the backbone topic of your chapter. So let us recap once within 3 minutes. Question is hormonal control of menstrual cycle. So student, here when we say hormonal, when we say word hormonal, so there are two hormones, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Commonly these are called gonadotropin hormone. So first function of FSH, I told you, follicle stimulating hormone, as the name suggests, stimulate the Graafian follicle, the maturation of Graafian follicle, isn't it? And then that secretes the first female hormone, estrogen. And these are the two functions. What are they? Thickening of endometrium for implantation. Second, ciliary movement in the fallopian tube. And that ciliary movement conveys the ovum towards the uterus. And then the second hormone is luteinizing hormone, isn't it? Luteinizing hormone brings about ovulation ovum is out and the remaining mass of ball of the cells, the Graafian follicle's remaining part is called corpus luteum. So that is luteal phase. And now this ball of the cell, now it is not called Graafian follicle, it is without ovum. So it was secreting already estrogen hormone, now it starts secreting progesterone hormone, second female hormone. And what is the function? Further thickening of the uterine wall or endometrium, where the glandular cells in the uterine wall becomes torus filled with fluid, nutritive fluid, which nourishes the developing embryo. And second is secondary sexual character. So that is the follicular phase where Graafian follicle develop. This is luteal phase where corpus luteum is formed. And third phase of the menstrual cycle is menstrual phase. Menstrual phase we have to say, if ovum is fertilized, then implantation will occur, and if ovum is not fertilized, then this unfertilized ovum will autolysis will occur, and it will break along with the endometrial cells, blood vessels, and it will be given out in the form of blood, and that is menstrual flow. And it is also called weeping of the uterus for the loss of the ovum. This is called in the biological, this is the biological line. It is also called the weeping of the uterus for the loss of ovum. Isn't it?